Shake up, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Ah, that's it there.
Are you with us, Mike?
We are. Come here. Listen, lovely to see you again. You haven't, obviously it's for the pre-pandemic or post-pandemic, whatever they call it,
That's
when,
right.
when you're here last.
I know.
And how's things have been? How have things been, sorry?
Well, we all thought during the pandemic and during the lockdown that when things calmed down and we all had a chance to kind of take it canny, as they say.
Yes.
That would keep that nice steady pace, quiet
Yes.
pace going. But if anything, it's, I think, for all of us, all the Wild Atlantic women would say the same thing, and any of the people that I've met
Yes.
over the last couple of years are saying the same thing, that music thankfully has opened up again and there's lots more opportunities.
Isn't it great to see it?
Oh, it's brilliant for
And
everybody.
you know, all the gigs seem to be getting a crowd now, which people are just delighted to get out to.
It depends on where you are as well, though, because we found that, you know, in the smaller theatres, it's really only starting to come out now. You know,
I get that, yep.
more in theatres. It's like theatres would have been my background more than like the pub scene.
Yes.
Whereas my son Ben, he's in Nashville now at the moment, but his
Is he?
gigs, yeah, he's on a scholarship to. So that happened during lockdown
Wow.
as well. He
What's that about? Go on, run.
well, he was in GMIT and he had just had his first single in the January before lockdown, and when he was doing the weekend before lockdown, he was on the Irish triathlon team that did the Europeans, and he knew there was to be 6. Story goes there was 6 on the Irish team, but
Wow.
if they qualified for the Worlds, that only 4 could go through to the Worlds in Amsterdam. So Ben was ranked number 6 because he was
Oh.
the youngest. He was 20 at the time, and he said, right, he knew when he went out to race, I better run here, because if we qualify for the Worlds, I'm going. So he went out like the clappers, and he was first for Ireland, and he was 5th in Europe.
Wow. That's
So,
brilliant.
Oh, it was brilliant.
My
He was
God.
so excited.
When was that?
That was in the May. That was not in the May, in the March, the weekend before lockdown, around
Wow.
the 7th of March, but
There you are.
2020. But I was going to say Peggy Boner's son was in that as well. You know, they were
Right, okay.
great, and they all met up down in Alicante or somewhere like that in Spain. He was all excited. Things were just kicking off for him, and then bang. Lockdown. Worlds were cancelled, but every cloud has a silver lining, and because of his results that he had there, he got offered a sports and music scholarship in Nashville, Tennessee.
You could kill 2 birds with one stone there in Nashville, couldn't you?
He's having a ball.
Aye.
He's having a ball.
What a place to have a scholarship, especially if music's in your blood.
Well, you know what? He's having an absolute ball, but it is very hard going, the training for the athletics and the
Well, a lot of
training system.
discipline there. You know, it's all right having a party, but not an athlete's not going to
And you
party
see,
too much.
He had a soft mammy, so he's finding all this discipline hard going, I would say.
Very good, very good. Well, come here, that's great. We'll want to go straight into a bit of music first, if you don't mind. So the first song you're going to do first, Breezy.
Right, well, when I was talking to Jimmy earlier, I thought, what would I like to do? And I've been very fortunate that another thing that happened out of lockdown was I got artist in residence in the Hourclawn down in Gweedore
Yeah.
for the year, and that just was a sensational experience for me.
And how many gigs did you do in that? What did that take in?
It wasn't so much, you know, the amount of gigs. Like
Yes.
we had lots of lunchtime concerts, and then we ran Donegal live concerts and had lovely guests down, like local lads like Owen Ferry and Michael Maloney, Hard to Beat band, of course, Anne Biddy. My own dad had his 80th birthday, and Barney and the Circle.
Where's that in?
That was in Hourclawn in the theatre, Gweedore, just behind Shanog's.
Oh, yes.
Fabulous venue, really, really great.
I was down there yesterday, actually.
Oh, it's a great venue now. So, any artists that are listening to me that want to come down to the Hourclawn and give it a lash, just give me a shout. because
Excellent.
it's
And we
brilliant.
contact you on social media, like?
Yeah, or the Hourclawn directly. It's actually a great venue. They have state of the art seating and, of course, heating, which is very important.
Of course.
And the lights and the sound system, and a really good, talented team down there now. In fairness.
Didn't know that at all.
Oh, well, sure.
Right.
That's it. I mean, I've been very, very lucky. You know, I was singing with Sean Keane and with Francis Black and
Down there?
in Letterkenny and in Letterkenny and in the Hourclawn, and different acts that were on. That BBC Gaelega or Highland yourselves, you know, Rulabula, the more Irish language places like Radio na Lifa, Radio Fáilte, they all, you're suddenly ringing up and saying, we didn't know about this theatre, and Radio Fáilte's coming down to us now to the Radio na Gaeilge thing on Friday.
Excellent.
As
That's
well.
brilliant.
So
Hey,
I was
well
lucky.
done.
The thing I liked most about the artist in residence was meeting the other artists, because I thought, I mean, if it wasn't for the likes of yourselves here, and you know, Colin Fairter and Rula
Of course,
you
Rula.
know, the local artists get priority, and that's what we try to do for the year.
Brilliant.
Below, and it was just amazing what's available and what's down there.
You mentioned there just a couple of artists, and they're up there with the best of them. You know, this is the music talent. We had there's a local hero song competition running, and you know yourself about it.
I do.
There's 83 songs in total.
Wow.
Highland had the highest the last time, and I think we're the highest this time. And there's 3 or 4 of us on the judging panel, and there's not one bad song in it that you could say that's wrong. Absolutely not. It's just
That's incredible.
blown away, actually blown away. And when we listen to 83 of them, and you know, it sounds a lot, but you had 83 different songs, and it was just
Absolutely.
amazing, and we can't wait to get somebody to
Well, you know
represent us.
something actually on that note, for any young or you know
Uh-huh.
artists that do enter into competitions, keep at it, because
Without a
you
doubt.
know, as Ben always said, my own Ben, he was into athletics and he was into music.
Yeah.
And the way he put it is, if you're first over the line or third or fifth
Yes.
in athletics, it's a visual, physical thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to songs and singing or talent or you know whatever that is, it's a subjective opinion. So
Yes.
you don't take that on. You just,
not.
if it's for that contest, yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely.
Move on and do it. Keep at it. Keep ploughing.
100%.
You know.
Well,
So-
first up, first, Bridget.
Well, I think I'm going to start this. My mum, Kathleen, is from Arnmore. And
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Oh,
and
very good.
that's what all the Arnmore songs and that are about. So
Yeah,
and
you see,
when I was in our clan, it was easy to stay in Arnmore and come out and into
Aye.
Gidor. It's not that far.
No.
But I've a couple of songs, as you know yourselves, about Dad because of the music background.
Yes.
So I thought I met with Lorna, one of the Henry girls down in
Yes.
Gidor
Oh,
when we had
very
a
good.
meeting for an hour and a half, and I told her I really want to write something decent about Mum. And because it's of all the songs about Dad,
Oh,
and
God.
you know, we started talking about our experiences,
Yeah.
and I started this song with Lorna below, and we were actually met down outside Minalara, and it was a wonderful evening. And
Beautiful.
Mommy heard it for the first time, so it's one of the ones I'm recording
Okay.
now. So,
Oh, well, we can't wait to hear this.
well, I can't wait to hear if I can do it right or not.
Oh, you'll do it.
I always say I write my own songs, so when I make the mistakes, nobody knows
Nobody
that they're
knows.
happening.
Very good.
Is that there okay, or is it too loud? Is
Perfect.
it all right?
Don't you worry about that. You just take care of it. We'll sort the volume.
Resting by the lake with her face towards the sun, breathing in the beauty of the heather. She listens to the gentle ripples kiss the quiet shore, and closes her eyes to hear the laughter. She sighs as she remembers her simple childhood days, smiling at the memories buried deep within this place. She smells the turf fire burning, sees her sisters at the door, and her heart is full of yearning for those yesterdays once more. My island mother, strong and silent, she's a fighter. Through the struggles of her life, she emerges, she survives. And how I love her, my island mother. Walking to the lake, I see her waiting with a smile. Deep in prayer, I hardly dare disturb her. She's lost in her own reverie, and I'm right here by her side. And I catch a glimpse of all who've walked here with her, holding on to who she was when she was just a girl. Running through this mountainside, this island was her world. Sitting in the evening sun, she whispers up above, Oh, she hopes someday she'll find a way to share her mother's love. My island mother, strong and silent, she's a fighter. Through the struggles of her life, she emerges, she survives. And how I love her, my island mother. Through the struggles of her life, she emerges, she survives. And how I love her, my island mother.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. And have you played that?
No.
No?
No. I did do something. I've always been very odd about singing in front of my own family.
Aye.
And they used to laugh at me with that. I could go up on the stage and sing in front of people, but not if there was a few of them. So I decided that this Christmas I played it to my mum has two sisters, one in London and one in Galway. And obviously my grandmother was the housekeeper in Ironmore. And as I just decided when I was singing it, this could be anybody's island mother, and it really could be, even for Ireland being an island. Exactly. Yeah. So that's what my auntie said, and when they heard it, I have to laugh because my auntie Madge, that's in London, she was driving and answered, through the phone thing, or through the car. And I won't use the language that she used, but it came something to the effect of, stuff you, Bridging. I'm going to go over the hedge here. So
my God.
Then I went up and played it for Mum, and my father absolutely loves it. And he said, and I quote, "It's probably up there with my father's legacy, nearly."
Oh my God. Nearly, aye. Don't be getting notions of yourself. Oh, that's well done. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Do you know, it's just beautiful to do that. Right like that and perform it. Amazing. So Sinead Black, hello Sinead. Sinead was on, she says hello Brie, Donegal's ambassador for music and following dreams with Blue Ribbon, Wild Atlantic Women's songwriting. Keep shining.
Sinead would have a great job in management. You're hired girl. She's doing brilliant herself, Sinead.
Oh, she is, of course she is. But she's a natural.
She's a wee dote, yeah.
That's why. And the band, I have to watch what I say here, Folkin' About.
Yes.
Lovely song, well done. And Martina Patterson says, said hi to Regine from her winter friend.
Oh, that's very funny.
There you go. There you go.
That's because I disappeared to Ironmore. She calls me her winter
John
friend.
Wallace said hello to you.
Hello, John.
Yes, and he said, wish you all the very, very best. Thank you very much, John. And so, the songs of the islands.
Yeah. So basically, I decided, like, from writing for as long as I've been writing. I got introduced on the stage to the National Pan Celtic by the MC as somebody who always makes the final, and I made it this year again, who always makes the final writing about Donegal and home. So there must be something that we're missing here. She was from Carlow, and she says, I've never been to Donegal, but it must be pretty special because there's that many songs that could come out of it.
Yes.
So then I thought, right, wait a minute here. If I can write about my own area, it's time that I met other people and what they're writing about it, because my songs resonated with people, and I was getting lovely messages from the likes of, Charlie McGettigan or Lorna and Mairead, Mooney, lovely messages about the songs. And I just thought, well, maybe it's time for me to, as a teacher in Lurgy Brack, I always think we're always learning.
Yeah.
So just to keep learning and go out and meet people, and that's one of the highlights of this year was taking Dad to meet Charlie and having supposed to be a half an hour conversation, and 2 hours later
you see, that is the natural personality of Charlie McGettigan.
Oh, he's great.
You must well hide your watch. He was up here with us, and he is exactly what you say. He was just...
He's actually brilliant, and do you know what? He's so good for Donegal as well. But for example, our first broadcasts with the Relay for Life, Charlie came up from... he's from Ballyshannon, but he's living in Drumshanbo.
That's right.
So he came up to sing live for the first couple of relays, so... Not a bother him. It's like 8 in the morning on a Sunday morning. So
wouldn't bother Charlie one bit.
No, not one bit.
But right. he has a great way with him, and as I always say, if I hear a song, I know it's Charlie's voice, and I like that in someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and he has a great storytelling way with his songs. I love his music. I always have. And you see, you perform with Sean Keane as well. Sean was a good friend of ours, and we had the pleasure of his company up here. And
he's a gentleman.
Do you know this, Bridget? It doesn't matter if Sean is singing on his own or with an orchestra. He's just he delivers. You know, he delivers on his performance every time, and if he's sitting here on his own, it's just amazing.
Do you know, there was friends of mine, another good friend of mine, Tracy, and her husband Harold were there in Tenerife there a week ago, and they met Matt Keane, Sean's brother, and they said they never had a holiday like it. Forget about the sun, the music and the sing songs at night was just unreal. Very talented man, but I would call him a listener. Mm-hmm. He seems to just absorb what was going on around him. And
the last time I heard him was over in Ironmore, and it was in Jerry Early's, and
Jerry,
he was sitting. He done a gig there, and
that's right.
It was just one of them nights. You couldn't wrap it up and if you could wrap it up and sell it would be amazing.
Well, there's nowhere better than Jerry's, to be fair, for that, than Ironmore to get the singers.
I have to get out again.
Oh, you have to.
Regine always uplifts me. Love the show, Margaret. Margaret, thank you very much. That's lovely.
That's lovely. Thank you, Margaret. Who's
great
Margaret?
Stuff.
Love it.
Great stuff, Brie.
Thank you.
Well done once again, Paul and Jimmy. Thank you. From Kevin and our drag. Kevin, thank you for getting in touch. We're going to go into another song, if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah.
And because I know, do you write constantly?
Constantly. Yeah, constantly. But we notebook, it's brilliant. My husband works sometimes abroad, and he's started to bring me home a wee notebook. So I'll have a notebook from Madrid and a notebook from Amsterdam or whatever, and it's beside the bed, because when you get a notion, you just have to. And
that's your way of doing it, writing it?
Loads of different ways. I would first of all maybe just these new apps on the phone's great.
Brilliant.
But if anybody stole my phone, they would give it back, because you have to go through quite a lot of frogs before you find the prince.
I know.
It's
sure. Listen, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So tell me you give me a theme, and I'll find something to suit. How does that sound?
Oh my God!
A wee challenge.
Oh, you're throwing me something there. Emigration.
Ooh, emigration.
Go again, Paul.
No, hold on. I don't have it here in front of me.
Do you know what I'll do? I'll take an ad break and you take your time, okay? We'll be right back after this.
We'll write one now, will we?
Right, quick as you go. Here we go.
Hello, thanks for waiting. Could you hold the line?
Yeah, no problem.
Now, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking to make some updates to my insurance policy.
Have you tried our online portal?
I thought it would be easier to call.
Yeah. No. You're going to have to log on to amend your policy. Thanks for calling.
No, wait. I don't know my password.
Get the feeling that your insurer doesn't want to talk to you? At Local Insurance, we understand your needs. Call today for a bespoke quote or find us online at localinsurance.ie. Local Insurance will get you sorted. The Local Insurance Network, DAC Trading's Local Insurance, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland. Local Insurance is a tied insurance intermediary of Acorn Brokerage Limited. Acorn Brokerage Limited, trading as Acorn Insurance, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
McDade's Bathroom Plumbing and Tile Showroom in Buncrana is your one-stop solution for all your bathroom plumbing and tile needs. We offer a wide range of top-quality plumbing fixtures, tiles and accessories, all at the best possible price. Our experienced plumbing experts will help you choose the right products for your bathroom, renovation, new construction or remodelling project. Visit McDade's Bathroom Plumbing and Tiles in Buncrana and see why we are the best choice for all your bathroom and plumbing and tile needs.
At Cherrymore Kitchens and Bedrooms, we are now operating out of one new state-of-the-art showroom in Donegal Town. And we invite you to visit our new 5,000 square foot Donegal Town showroom to discover the latest eye-catching designs. Remember, at Cherrymore, you're dealing directly with the manufacturer, which means high-quality kitchens at factory prices. Start planning your dream kitchen or bedroom by calling Cherrymore on 074 9725 822. Cherrymore, 25 years delivering value, quality and service all over Ireland.
When you need help with natural gas or LPG appliances or pipes, don't take any chances. Stay safe and always use a registered gas installer for installation, servicing, repair or removal. Otherwise, you're putting yourself and others at risk and breaking the law. Find a registered gas installer at rgi.ie.
You're listening to Paul McDevitt.
Certainly are, and you're welcome back. Bridging Carr in studio, and she put a challenge to us to pick a particular theme. We went for immigration, and she come back right away.
Oh God, don't know. Wait till we're through. This is one I wrote when I was 19.
Okay.
but never did anything with it.
3 or 4 years old.
I'd say it was just after the famine. Around then.
Very good.
So I was in Boston at the time, I remember, and I was feeling a wee bit homesick.
Oh, as you do.
June 17th from Dublin town, the plane rode high in the sky. At Logan Airport we touched down and started our journey of life. No money in our pockets to spend, leaving behind us our family and friends. Far, far from my home, oh, I am never alone. Whatever I do, I know I'll get through till I'm back home in Ireland again. That'll do you. We'll have to revisit that one now.
Oh, no, you're okay. Brilliant. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. We didn't put you in a spot by asking you to pick a song. You're recording. You mentioned a single there. Are you recording? Are you working on an album? Or?
I am. I have 15 songs written during the Songs of the Islands campaign there.
Wow.
This last year. So 7 of them are in English and 8 as Gaeilge. And they're all a song from collaborations with different artists. So once I met everybody from Clíona Gallagher, who won Oireachtas, and Sarah Louise McFadden, that was on Glór Tíre, and Anne Biddy, just different ways, and came away with their experiences and their styles and their genres, because I thought I really want to touch every genre that I can this year, from musical theatre to country. I even did country, Paul.
Did you?
My father's so proud, he can't believe it. I succumbed to the country gene, and I loved it, I have to say.
When can we expect that?
Well, it's actually been worked on in studio at the moment. I've got 3 different studios on the go for 3 different sounds. Full Tilt, Newton and Valley studios at the moment. And 3 of the songs will be ready now, and one of them in time for Sharton the Gaeilge, which is just 2 weeks away.
Somebody says, tell Bridget she's not as talented as her brother, Paul. John Francis.
John Francis. I don't have a brother, Paul John Francis. I have a brother, John Francis, that disowned me a long time ago. Would that be him? Tell John Francis that he's never heard Paul when Paul's not...
That's exactly right. We were looking at our draw a few years ago
John Francis, you're a crack.
when Brie won the first Jimmy Kennedy song contest, and a year later Claire Ward won it too. 2 of the Wild Atlantic Women.
And 2 cousins.
Is that right?
She's got Aaron Moore blood in it, so if you really want to write a decent song, just go to Aaron Moore. Ask Jerry Early.
Well, my claim to fame with Aaron Moore is pretty straightforward. My father put the electric in it.
Oh, right.
So he did.
Really?
That was his job. His first job was putting electric in Aaron Moore.
That's very interesting.
And we tell that, well, we have to have some claim to it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you wouldn't be plugging in anything only from my dad. So he was an apprentice.
Wow.
That was his first job.
He was electric?
He was an electrician.
Wow.
He was an electrician. That was his. So we brought him over a couple of years ago with the crack and all, and we love just it's a different place. But I'm overdue a stay in it.
Well, we've quite a few sessions planned now in Arn for next foreseeable future, because we've got the new amphitheatre in, the Hall of Moors there, and there's lots of people on the island that's working hard to bring music and to bring talent there. You've got Martin and Neely's, you have Jerry Early, Phil Bands, you have the Culture Centre, and then Fiona Glynn. She's the Feroga officer, and she's doing absolutely sensational stuff with the youth.
Well, that's brilliant, and they can keep in touch with us, and we'll plug away and play away and anything at all.
Oh, you'd get a week show out of Aaron Moore.
Jimmy, I think we can put in what do you call that when you put in a you contact the boss and tell them you have a plan here.
Petition.
Right?
A wee petition, is it?
We want to do a live show from Aaron Moore.
That's perfect.
We'll go out on a Saturday and come back on about a Thursday, and I'll tell my wife we couldn't get back because of the weather.
Which year now? Saturday in 2023. You might be back in time for 2025.
Very good, very good. Well, listen, as always, it's a delight having you here. We love seeing you up again, and it's great that you're making and recording new music, which we look forward to very, very much.
Thank you.
Are we talking 15 songs in this new album then?
We are.
So as you say, 8 and 7.
Yeah, and
brilliant.
I'm going to put out the EP first because one of the
Excellent.
songs actually, you might remember A Little Bit Diva, which was
Yes,
a bit of
yes, I
crack.
do, yes.
Well, we just got the note. We got word there a month ago that Little Bit Diva was semi-finalist in the International Song of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm quite impressed with that because it came from out of nowhere.
Out
I
of
wasn't
nowhere.
expecting it. Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. A final song for us.
Give me a theme again. Let's do this for that. I like that.
Oh, Jimmy, what do you think? Politicians? No.
Politicians.
Sligo?
Sligo.
No, that's what Jimmy said.
A Sligo.
For a Cork
Why
man.
Why would anybody write a song about Sligo? I'm joking. What'd you say?
Corey.
Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse. Well, ask Gaelic, it'll be all right.
Aye, of
All right.
course.
Okay,
God
let's-
almighty.
Make one for the Lighthouse.
You see?
It's the one that I had in this year's Pan Celtic. So that's one of the ones that we're singing, and it's called. It's actually all about the Lighthouse.
Here we have got, hey Bridget, great to hear you spoofing away as usual. Seriously, have a great night from all the crew at Ashling. Now, how do I pronounce that, Jimmy? My Gaelic.
Skriosta.
Skrista.
Ashland Skrista.
Ashland Skrista.
S-C-R-I-O-S-T-A. Skrista.
Ashley Geescrist. Oh, I know who that is. I do. Hello, Garagine.
Oh.
And it's probably just John Francis because he didn't get enough of a.
Oh, right. John Francis here, pushing it here now, come on.
This one I'm dedicating to Sinead. That's John Francis's wife. She's lovely.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, God love her. God help her.
She's a lot to put up with, yeah,
She's
she's
got
a
a
lot.
cross to bear.
Is Misha the Hyanga? Eishlemga. Is me the Halu, the Greyes the Chla. Is Misha the Hulera, the Guchis is the Hulera. Na Kayamuma is few and duish. Is me the Gohes, is me the Kush. Is Misha the Hirisha, Shema Lagarch. Is me the Gohan Lehi, and ye the Garch. Is Misha the Hoglart, ik was u swes. Na kaier hief me, ak kurgen tuis. Is me the Gigan, is me the Huish. Gasilar, na hi adorha. Beidach lig lotjeliema halasa. Is me the Hunyes, in ye gaksturm. Najan jarmadorum, Najan jarmadorum, Najan jarmadorum. For I'm your light, I'm your light in the darkest night. I'm your light. Is Misha the Vrata, Glaspan Gasoy. Is me direct, the Skialis do stire. Is Misha the Halki, Hig dollar rai. Is me eg brenu, le breku and lai. Is me the Hush, Eish lem go. Kasilar nahi adora. Beidach lig lotjeliema halasa. Is me da hunyes in ye gastorm. Najan jarmadorum, Najan jarmadorum, Najan jarmadorum. Is me da huish, is me da huish, is me da huish, is me da huish. Is Misha the Chayla, a hog to slan. Is much the winter, the rod is the grey. Is Misha era, the here the chree. Is me the cha, halis er the hiu. Is me the vala, is me the shlin. darkest night. I will guide you with my light. I'm the rock on where you stand. Please understand. Please understand. Please understand. I am your light. I'm your light. Is mij doch huis. Is mij doch huis.
Yeah. Ah, Bridget,
Good,
that's absolutely beautiful.
That's for
Absolutely beautiful.
Helena and Leila and Audrey and Future and Kayla and Orla, all the band who came to Carlow 2 weeks ago to sing that for me in the George Bernard Shaw. That was something
Beautiful.
else.
Well done.
Good Megan.
No ball to you, Bridget, and well done. It's this from Ann Patterson and Seamus Noon. Seamus, it sounded brilliant, beautiful singing and piano sounds, amazing, lovely song. Isn't that fantastic? Come here, you have to keep in touch with us about the when you're releasing the EP. And single or EP? Did you say first?
I have a single first, and then I have an EP, and then I've got the album coming then in the summer.
Oh, can't wait, can't wait. Come here.
An excuse to earn more, Paul.
Oh, definitely. That's all we need. That's all we need.
Jerry has a lovely new song coming out as well.
Has he?
He does indeed.
It was
Really
as good
nice.
as the last one. I'll tell you, we'll get a session out of that.
Oh, it's
Definitely.
absolutely sensational. I look forward to hearing it as well.
Of course.
So.
And tell me this: people want to get in touch with Bridget Carr. How do they do that?
You just have a website, www.bree-car.ie, or if you just Bree Car Music on Facebook. And during the day from 9 until 3 in Lurgy Brack National School, that's where I'll be.
You've some energy, hey? I'll tell you, that's some going. I don't know how you keep doing it, but well done. Keep doing it. That's the same. But thank you very much, Bridget.
Thank you. Thank you so
Slán go
much.
fóill.
Slán go fóill.